Alrighty, guys, welcome. This is your host, ID Chester. Welcome back to Fall Classic Baseball. It's 1992 Pittsburgh Pirates. Game 7. We have a 2-game series at home against the Chicago Cubs. Pitching matchups today are Danny Jackson for the Cubs against Bob Walk for the Pirates. The Pirates are 6-0. We have not lost since we started this replay. So let's see if we can continue that on today. Starting lineups are going to be Dunston at short, Sosa in center field, Sandberg at second, Dawson in right field, Mark Grace at first, Hector Villanueva catching, Dwight Smith is in left field, Gary Scott is third base, Danny Jackson's the pitcher. For the Pirates, the lineup is Jeff King at first, Jay Bell at short, Andy Van Slyke in center, Lloyd McClendon in right, Barry Bonds in left, Steve Bichelle in third, Tom Prince is catching, Jose Lind is second, Bob Walk is pitching. Let's see how each of these pitchers fare today. So we're going to roll to find out if they are having a good day, average day, or bad day. So let's click on it. We're going to look at this yellow dice, 1 to 20, and we rolled a 2. So he's going to have an A day for Danny Jackson. Over here, I'm going to roll. We get a 1. So both pitchers are having an excellent day. A day. All right, let's see here. What else do we need to do? So Bob Walk, he'll take the mound here. So far, this is his second start. He's pitched 5 innings, given up 2 runs, 3.60 ERA, 3 walks. 3 strikeouts, 8 hits, 3 walks, a whip of 2.2 for Bob Walk. All right, so I am scoring this on iScore on my iPad here, so you won't see any of that information, but I'll try and keep you up to date. We're in the top of the first inning. Sean Dunston against Bob Walk. Walk is a right-hander. Dunston is a right-hander as well. Let's just roll a couple times just to make sure we're on the right thing. All right, here we go. Dunston versus Walk. And he rolls a 6-4 blank. 6-4 over here is an out. It's ground out to second. So out. Ground out. Second to first. And that'll be it. Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa. See what he rolls. 2-4. 2-4 is hit by pitch. 1 to 10. It is a 1. So he's going to be hit by the pitch. Hit by the pitch. Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa. All right. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Let's go next batter here. Ryan Sandberg. And he'll roll 34 blank. 34 over here is an out. It is a ground out to short, and it will be a out at second unless the second baseman has a strong arm. That'll be a double play. Strong arm is going to be Jose Lind. His arm is weak, so it won't be a double play. It's going to be a fielder's choice out at second. Fielder's choice. Let's see. He was safe on the fielder's choice. There it is. Done. And it was going to be out at second on the force outs. It's going to be short to no, cancel. All right, so Sandberg's at first, 1 away. I'm sorry, 2 away. 2 up is Sean Dunston. Hang on a second. Let's go leadoff batter. Next batter, it should be Andre Dawson. There we go. Andre Dawson's up. I think I hit leadoff batter instead of next batter. Sorry. All right, so it should be Sandberger first, Dawson at the plate, and away we go. It's 55, 1 to 18, or yeah, 1 to 18 is a double. That is going to be a double. Double first to home. We're going to look at the right field assist rating. Fast, right field assist. All right, let me look that one up in the rule. Sometimes it's just a little confusing on the way they present it here. Where's my little rule book? Here it is. So we had what? We had a man on first. So let me look at the man on first. And we rolled a 9. Man on first and a 9. No, it's a hit, right. We rolled a 9 on a hit. Right. Goes to right field. Now, here we go. 9 down here. Goes to right field. There's an assist chance at home. F batter to third on the throw. Oh, okay, that's what that meant. I was trying to figure out why the F batter to third. All right. So, assist chance at home. Right fielder. Right fielder is going to be Lloyd McClendon. He has a 0 chance of getting him. With his arm over here is a 0 assist chance. So it's going to be a double. And then Andre Dawson is average runner, so he's going to stay at second on the double. All right, so that was interesting. Hit a double. He's going to come home, advance by the batter. Dawson will stay at second on the throw home. And we'll move on. Next batter. Mark Race, Cubs up 1-0. Mark Race, 6-4, blank, 6-4 over here is an out. It's ground out to second base. Have a runner on second. Advance second base. Risk 1-3. All right, we'll be looking at this one too. All right, so the runner is second this time. We rolled a 4 on the out charts. Runner is second. We have 4. Ground out to second base, 4-3. Runner advances. Strong arm second baseman can try and throw out runner third. Oh, I get it. Okay, so it's advance. Second baseman strong arm can risk trying to get out the runner. Nope, I think we'll just out. It's going to be a ground out second to first. And you are going to be out of the inning. All right, but the Cubs pick up 1 run in the top of the first, and we move on. All right. Now we're cooking with cheese. All right, so 2 up. Let's go to the leadoff batter. It's going to be Jeff King, first baseman. Danny Jackson having a good outing as well as Bob Walk. And let's roll. 4-2 is a blank. 42 over here is a walk. So, leadoff walk. Base on balls. There we go. Jeff King, stolen base of, steal success of 8. Not the best. Next batter, Jay Bell. Rolls. 2-3. Strikeouts. All right. Next batter, Andy Van Slyke. Andy, he's got to be doing pretty well. Let's take a look at his stats. Andy Van Slyke, he's been at the bat, or at the plate 22 times. He's got 10 hits. He's scored 3 runs, has 5 RBIs, batting .455, 1 stolen base, 3 strikeouts for so far in the season. Yes, he's off to a tear. Let's roll for Andy Van Slyke. 4-4. That's a 1-12 triple, and that is going to be a triple, and we got us a tie ball game. Like I just said, he has been on a tear this season. 1-1 ball game, and Andy Van Slyke is going to third. So defense will play in. Next batter, Lloyd McClendon. 4-1 blank. 41 over here is a walk. So runners at first and third, still no. I'm sorry, still one out. Brings up Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds. And let's see what Barry does. Roll it. 26 against a right-hander. He's going to hit a single. Danny Jackson is a lefty, so that will be an out. He's going to pop out to short. Out. Pop out to short. Alrighty, and everyone's holding up. Held up, held up. Alright, so 2 men on. And due up is Steve Bichelle. 2-3, strikes him out. And that's going to do it, but both teams pick up a run in the first inning. Hey, D. Scott Howard, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming on by here. Late night baseball. We're in the top of the second inning. Cubs 1, Pirates 1. Due up is Hector Villanueva. There he is. And the roll, 6-5. 6-5 is a home run versus the pitcher -1. And Bob Walk, home run 1-7. -1 is a 6. So 1-6. He rolled a 2. That is a home run by Hector Villanueva. That one's headed out. It is gone. And the Cubs go back out in front 2-1 in the top of the second. Dwight Smith, 32 blank. 32 over here is a double off a walk. So a double by Dwight Smith. And next batter is Gary Scott. Gary Scott rolls 6-2 blank. 6-2 over here is an out. It's a high fly to right. And high fly to right field. And we have a runner at second. If the white dice is a 1, it's not. It would have to hold an F or an A. I can risk tagging up and going from second to third. They'll be safe on a 1, 2, or 3. No, I think they'll just hang on. So it's going to be a fly out to right. And runner will stay at second. Next batter is Danny Jackson, the pitcher. Oh, well. There is only one out, so he is thinking about sacrificing. So we're going to look at the red die here on the sacrifice. He's a 5. So roll. It's a 3. So he gets it in play. Now let's see if it's a good one. He needs a 5 or less. And this time we'll look at the red one again. And that is a 5. So it's a good sacrifice by the pitcher. Out. We'll call this a sacrifice bunt. And we're just going to go pitcher to first. That's and advanced by the batter. So runner moves to third, Dwight Smith. And we go back to the leadoff man, Sean Dunston. He's 0 for 1, grounded out in the first. And the roll is 36 blank. 36 isn't out. It is a line out to the shortstop. So they pick up a run, but line out, their line drive, short, done. All right, we go on to the bottom of the second. 2-1 Cubs. Due up for the Pirates, Prince, Lind, and Walk. So Tom Prince, 6-4 blank. 64 is an out. It's a line out to second. Line out to second. Done. I'm keeping score and I score, so that's why you're not seeing anything going on here. Next batter, Jose Lind. 16 out. It is ground out to third. Ground out third to first. 2-way for Bob Walk. Not the greatest of hitters. 6-2 blank. 6-2 over here is an out. So it's a ground out to the catcher. Out. Ground out. Catcher to first. And we move on to the... What are we in? We're in the top of the third already. Moving right along. So due up is Sammy Sosa. He was hit by the pitch in the first inning. Oh, he rolled a 2-2. 1-7 is a single. Oops. 8-13 is a walk. He rolled a 16, so that is actually an out. Grounded out to short. Out, ground out, and that is going to be that. So Jay Bell picks it up, throws it over to Jeff King. And we go to Ryan Sandberg. Ryan Sandberg, I'm going to roll it a couple times just to get everything synced up. All right, so here's the roll. Here we go. Ready? 2-2. Single plus. All right, so we got a single. Single. And the plus means he can attempt to steal. He's at 15 for stolen base. And the catcher, in this case, the catcher, where is he? Here he is. Tom Prince. His arm is average, so no adjustment. So it's a 1-15. Look at the yellow, and it is a 17. He's thrown out. Stealing. Caught stealing. Out at second. Caught stealing. And there we go. So that clears the bases for Andre Dawson. And 1-1. That is a single. Guess he shouldn't have tried to steal, huh? Next batter. Sammy's hit the wrong button, didn't I? Yeah, it should be Mark Grace is up. There he is. Mark Grace. 34 blank. 34 is an out. There's 2 outs. 34 is going to be a pop-up to second. Pops him up off the end of his bat. And we're going to the bottom of the third. No score there in the top of the third inning. So Jeff King is up. Go back to the leadoff man. All right, Jeff King. He walked his first time up. Let's get a roll. 36 is blank. 36 over here is an out. And it's going to be a pop-up to short. Pop out to short. All right, 1 away. Next batter, Jay Bell. 35 blank. 35 over here is a single on a 1-6. It's a 13, so it'll be an out. It's ground out to short. Ground out short to first. 2 away. Next batter is Andy Van Slyke. Tripled his first time up. 24. Hit by pitch 1-4. It's a 19, so that'll be an out. Fly out to right field. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the fourth. Due up, Hector Villanueva gave the Cubs a 2-1 lead with his home run last time up. So Villanueva, 24 out. This time grounded out to third. Ground out third to first. Steve Bichelle over there. Next batter, Dwight Smith. 2-1 Cubs, top of 4. 6-2 blank. 6-2 over here, and the pitcher is an out. Fly ball high to right field. Making the catch out there is Lloyd McClendon. 2 away for Gary Scott. 12. That is an out. And it is a fly ball to left. Fly out to left. Done. All right, we go to the bottom of the fourth. Lloyd McClendon due up. He is, what's he walked his first time up? 24 hit by pitch 1-6. He did not. So it's going to be ground out to short. One away. Next batter, Barry Bonds. Flew out his first time up. And it either rolled the same number and I didn't see it. Or, yeah, that's why sometimes I hit by pitch 1-6. Yeah, I think it's the same number, so I don't think I clicked. So sometimes it's better to look over here than actually look at the numbers up here because this has a better chance of going to a different number. So roll. Oh, and 55. That is a home run on a 1-7. That is a 20. So that will be a double by Barry Bonds. Hit a double. All right, next batter, Steve Bichelle. That's a 51, and we look at this number, 17. We find out if it's a strikeout. It is not a strikeout, so we look at the 51 column, and that is the shortstop. So the shortstop for the Cubs is Sean Dunston. He has a range of, an error of 2. 51 and 52 are error checks. 53 is a range check. So an error check of 2. And we look at this number, the second 20-sided dice. That is an 8. So it's not within the error range. So it's not an error for Sean Dunston. So it's going to be a ground out. Ground out to short. Over to first. And runner at second will stay. And that brings up Tom Prince. There we go. Next batter, Tom Prince. 13. That's an out. Fly ball to center. Fly out to center, and that's going to do it. So the double by Barry Bonds doesn't go anywhere. And we have us a 2-1 ball game. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Cubs ahead on the home run by Hector Villanueva. Due up for the Cubs, the pitcher, Danny Jackson. He rolls, 45 out, ground out to third, 1 away. And now we go the leadoff batter. Sean Dunston is 0 for 2. 41 blank. 41 over here is a walk. So they walks him. Next batter is Sammy Sosa. 6-6 on Sammy Sosa. And that is a home run on a 1-7 double, 8-15. That is a 2. That one is headed back. It is headed over the wall and gone. Barry Bonds just watched that one sail over his head. Lands about 12 rows up in the left field seats. And Sammy Sosa, Sammy hit a whammy. And that one hurts the Pirates. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Ryan Sandberg's up. 52. So again, look at the 7. And it doesn't fall in the 1-3 strikeout range. So we're going to look at a 52. 52 is an error on the shortstop. Shortstop is Jay Bell. He's a 5. But it's an 18. So good play by Jay Bell. It's ground out to Bill. 2 away now here in the top of the 5th. 4-1 Cubbies. Next up is Andre Dawson. 21 and strikeout on a 1-5. That is a 1, so that will be a strikeout. Swing and a miss. But the Cubs pick up 2 runs in the top of the 5th. Go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 4-1. 2 up is Jose Lind. And he is 0 for 1 with the ground out. And he rolled a 2-6. So against a lefty, he'll hit a single. Danny Jackson is a lefty, so that is a single. So leadoff man is aboard. Next batter is Bob Walk. He will try to sacrifice. He's a 5, so again we'll look at the red dice. It's a 3. He got it down and roll again. It's a 6. So he fails on the second try. And now I got to remember what that does because it's bad. It's going to be bad. I just need to remember what it does. So let's see here. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's on the chart in the back, right? I bet you it's in the chart. There's a chart in the back, right? Bunting, right. Oh, it's only if the second dice is a 1, then you can have errors and stuff like that. But a 6 is a failure. So what happens if the second roll is a 6, it's popped up. Roll again. If 2 dice total equals 2, 11, or 12, then the lead runner is also out. So he popped it up on the bunch attempt. Okay, so we're going to roll again. And we're going to look at these 2 6-siders and see if they are 2, 11, or 12. And they're not. So Walk pops it up. Bad. Popped it up. We're just going to say popped it up to the catcher. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. So bad sacrifice there by Bob Walk. And he's given up 4 runs. Not a great day for the Walkster. What can I say? All right, Jeff King is 0 for 1 with a walk. 52, again, it's no strikeout, so we're going to get the 52. And again, it's a shortstop. Shortstop is Dawson. He's a 2. And this time, ooh, just almost got it that time. It was a 3. But it's a good play. We have a runner on first. If the shortstop has a strong arm, he has an average arm, and so they're going to get the runner out on the fielder's choice. You are going to be fielder's choice, and you're going to be out at second on the force outs. So Jeff King makes it down to first in time, and that brings up Jay Bell, who is 0 for 2. 6-6, that is a double by Jay Bell. We have a runner on first, so goes into left field, and they will score if they're an F runner. That is Jeff King. Jeff King is a fast runner, so he will score on the double. The double, and going home. And it's now a 4-2 ball game. Back into this. We have 6-0 record going into this game to start the season. Next batter is Andy Van Slyke. He's 1 for 2 with a triple. And he rolls 13. That is an out. That's a ground out to first base. And that will do it. Out. Ground out. First to pitcher. That's fine. Oop, done. All right, so we go to the top of the 6-4-2 ball game. And due up is Mark Grace. Mark Grace. He's 0 for 2. 4-5 is a blank off of walk. It is an out, so it's a ground out to short. To first. Next batter, Villanueva. 1 for 2 with the home run. 4-2 blank. 4-2 is out. It's a pop-up to the catcher. Popped him up. And next batter is Dwight Smith. He is 1 for 2 with a double. He rolls an 11, and unfortunately for him, that is an out. So it's a line out. Line out to the pitcher. Line drive to the pitcher. So a quick 1-2-3 inning there by walk, and he gets his team back out there in the bottom of the 6th. Danny Jackson, he go 29 batters, so he's got a little bit to go. And Lloyd McClendon is up, next batter. Here he is. 0 for 1. 6-5. Home run off the pitcher card, -2. Danny Jackson is a 65. It's just a 1 of our home run. And he gets a -2. So that is not a home run. It's going to be a fly out to center field. So Lloyd McClendon gets under that one just a bit. Barry Bonds, 55, 1-7 home run, but he misses it, but he gets it off the wall, puts a dent in the wall, and gets himself a double, stand-up double for Barry Bonds. Steve Bichelle. Now, Steve Bichelle, let's look at his info here in iScore. He's had 12 at-bats. He's only had 2 hits. Scored no runs. He's got 1 RBI, 2 walks. He's only batting 167 with 1 stolen base. So Steve Bichelle needs to get things going here. Let's see what he can do now. And that's a 2-5. That is an out. Ground out to the pitcher. Ground out the pitcher with a runner at second. He will hold unless the pitcher has a weak arm. Danny Jackson has an average arm, so he will hold. Out. Ground out. Pitcher to first. And you're going to be held up. All right. 2-away for the catcher, Tom Prince. 45 is a blank. 45 is an out, so it's a fly ball to center. So once again, Barry Bonds gets a double, and it gets nowhere as none of his teammates can pick him up. And that's going to be it for the 6th. We go to the 7th. Bob Wall can face 27 batters. Let's see where he stands going into this inning. And he has faced 25 so far. Pitched 6 innings, 1 strikeout, 6 hits, 1 walk. 2 home runs he's given up. 1 to Sammy Sosa, 1 to Villanueva. All right, so Bob Wall can face a couple more. He's at 25. So Scott will be 26, and the pitcher spot will be 27. So that'll be it for Bob Walk after that. All right, so we need up Gary Scott. That would be nice. Thank you. All right, here we go. Gary Scott, top of 7, 4-2 ball game. Cubs in front. 13 out. It's going to be a fly ball. Andy Van Slyke, he comes running in and makes the catch. And that brings up the pitcher spot. Now, Danny Jackson can go 29. Let's see where he's at before we throw him in the bat. He's faced 25, so he's got 4 more batters before he gets tired. Now, technically, once you've reached your batter limit, so, 29 or 27, you can keep going. But the next person, the next hit or walk that you issue makes you tired, and can't remember what it actually does, but it does something bad. I can't remember, to be honest. Right off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember, but it puts him in. Yeah, his numbers change to like bad stuff. I know that doesn't help you guys, but his columns switch to like 31 to 36 are singles, and 41 to 45 are walks, and so it just turns bad. But doesn't necessarily mean once you hit your limit, but if you keep getting batters out, you can keep going. But once you hit that let that next batter in. So he can face 4 more, before he becomes tired, and then he's having a good day. He's got an A day. So they're actually gonna let Danny Jackson bat, I think. They're giving up an out to see if they can hold on to the lead, basically. That's a 16. That is a strikeout. Okay. Strikeout. All right, back to the top of the order, Sean Dunston. So, Bob Walk is now officially retired. Next person he allows on. And there is some advantages to seeing. So, Dunston, he's a righty. Sosa's a righty. Sandberg's a righty. Dawson's a righty. So they got 4 righties coming up in a row. So having a right-handed Bob Walk out there is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. All right, so let's see. So Sean Dunston is 0 for 2 with a walk. I'm going to click the roll button a couple times to make sure. When you click off, Excel is a little funky. Especially with the scripts running on that run these buttons, because if I click over here, right, and I click the roll button, it doesn't go the first time. You have to activate the sheet, and then once you're on the sheet, as long as you don't click off it, you can just click. You can keep clicking on the roll button, and it'll just keep rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling, right? But once I click off, I have to reactivate the sheet before it'll go. So sometimes it doesn't look like it's active, especially when I'm checking, positions and players and stuff like that. So anyways, Sean Dunston, I'm going to roll it a couple more times just to make sure. All right, so here we go. Here's Dunston's roll. 35, 3-5, blank. 3-5 is an out. And it's a fly ball to right field. Fly out to right. And that is through 7. So Danny Jackson, he's got 4 more batters. Jose Lind is up. Next batter. And I'm going to roll once beforehand just to make sure. All right, we're on the sheet now. Ready? Jose Lind, here's his roll. 41, blank. 41 is a walk. So Jose Lind is on. And next batter is the pitcher. So we're going to pull walk. Obviously, we're going to pull walk. Sounds like a good thing to do. To bring in a pinch hitter. So we go to the roster here. And it looks like we're going to bring in Cecil Espy here, who's going to pinch hit. Oops. Why, pinch hit. Alright, so we need to just resort this here. Back to the cards. There's Cecil Espy now. Alright, so Cecil Espy pinch hitting, so I need to change that in iScore. Cecil Espy. Do I want to make him the pitcher? No, I don't want to do that. Thanks. Alright, Cecil Espy, switch hitter versus Danny Jackson. Runner at first. Pirates down 4-2. Here comes the roll. 6-3 blank. 6-3 over here is an out. It's a fly ball. Center field. Nope. Let's try that again. It's an out. Let's try fly out this time. Center field. And go back to the leadoff batter, Jeff King, 0 for 2. And 61 is an out. Ground out to short, and that's going to do it. Ground out Short to first. Uh, oh, that was only 2 outs. Sorry. Let me undo that. So he had a ground ball to short. We had a runner on first. Is the shortstop Dawson does not have a strong arm, so it's not a double play. They're going to get Jose Lind at second, actually. So it's going to be a in-play fielder's choice. Yeah, he's going to be out on the 4th out. All right, so King goes to first. It brings up Jay Bell. See, let's roll it a couple times because it every once in a while Excel does some funky things. So I just want to make sure it's not doing anything funky. All right. So Danny Jackson will be tired next time he lets a runner on. And let's roll it for Jay Bell. 51. 13 is outside the strikeout range, so it's going to be a 51. It's going to be on the shortstop again. And he's going to make the play again. So out. Ground out to short. That doesn't happen. That's the first time that's happened to me. All right, so walk is out. We need a replacement. And 2 up is Sosa. Righty, righty, righty. 3 righties coming up. So let's go to the roster here. Take Cecil out. And we're going to bring in pitcher. Well, let's look and see. Roger Mason is who we're looking for. Let's see what kind of pitcher he is. Roger Mason's a right-hander, so that sounds like a good plan. Roger Mason is coming in. Let's change him on the roster. He is going to be 9. The pitcher. All right, let's sort this again. Here we go. All right, so Roger Mason. Roger Dodger, where are you? There you are. He's coming into pitch. Save. And defensively, spot 9 is going to be all Roger Mason. There he is. Save. So Roger Mason's in and in the 9th spot. Okay, there we go. So we are in the top of the 8th, 4-2 Cubs. Roger Mason in to face off against Sammy. Sammy hit a whammy. He's 1 for 2, home run. And away we go. Roll. 2-2. Single plus 1 to 7. So that is a single. And possible steal here. He's a 14. So we're going to look at the yellow box. Roll. 13 in there. Just barely. Stolen base. Sammy. Second base. Stolen base. There we go. So Sammy gets a second. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning. Corners are going to play in as Ryan Sandberg comes up. He's only a 3 on a sacrifice, which is not great, especially since you need to roll it twice. Corners are still playing in, though, just in case. All right, let's roll it and see what happens. I'm going to do one practice roll just to make sure we're on his card. Okay, here we go. Roll. 2-3. 2-3 is a strikeout on 1 to 15. That is a 1. So strikes out Sandberg. Maybe he should have tried to bunt. Next batter. Dawson 2 for 3. A single and a double so far. 54. So we go to the 54 charts. So We rolled an 18 on the yellow dice. That's important to know. If we go to the charts with men on base, 1 to 18, we're going to look at the wild pitch pass ball ratings. Blah, 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 right? So, go back to the cards here. Roger Mason, wild pitch is a 1 to 12. We rolled an 18, so it's not a wild pitch. It's blocked by the catcher, Tom Prince, and it's going to be a re-roll. So I'm going to kick a couple times just to get things rolling. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, roll. Oh, 1-1, but it's an out. It's a fly ball to left. Sammy stuck at second. Fly ball to left. And held up. So 2 outs. Next batter is Mark Grace, who's 0 for 3. 0 for 3 is Mark Grace. And I had to click over there, so I'm going to roll it a couple times again. I had to click on my YouTube to check on the chat. So, all right, here we go. Here's his roll. 54. Oh, once again, we got a, oh boy, we got a 50. We got a 54 chart. 5. 5 is going to be a wild pitch. Wild pitch on Roger Mason, and that's going to move the runner up. So Sosa moves to third on the wild pitch in the dirt by Roger Mason. So, again, a couple just to make sure I'm on the thing. Okay, here we go. So Sosa moves to third. So 2 outs here in the top of the 8th, and the roll is a 24 hit by pitch, 1 to 4. Nope, it's going to be a ground out to second base. So the Pirates get out of the inning. Sosa gets around to third, but stuck there. All right, so Danny Jackson. They're going to pull Danny Jackson. And who are they going to bring in? So, yeah, see, I got to click over here. And right, okay, so let's look at the roster here. Let's look at the pitchers. Who's due up? Andy Van Slyke. Andy Van Slyke is a lefty, and then a righty, and then a lefty, actually. Van Slyke and Bonds, the big hitters coming up, are both lefties. McClendon is a righty. So let's see who they have. The Cubs. Oops. Right-hander Bob Skalin. Chuck McElroy. He is a lefty. I think we're going to bring in Chuck McElroy. He's a lefty. He goes 7 batters. So sounds like a plan. Chuck McElroy. Roster. Chuck. Is he on the list here anywhere? Chuck here. There he is. So take that out. Sort. There we go. All right. Now I got to change it in iScore. So Danny Jackson out. Chuck McElroy. Yes, I do want to put him in number 9. Okay, so Chuck McElroy's in. I'll be facing off against Van Slyke. Next batter, Van Slyke. I'm going to practice roll a couple times. There we go. All right, so Van Slyke is 1 for 3, a triple. And the roll is 56. That is a blank. We have to roll for Chuck McElroy to find out. That's right. And we should have done the same thing with Roger Mason, actually. Every time a pitcher comes in, I forgot to do it for Roger Mason, actually. And I've been using Roger Mason's A category, so we're going to give Chuck an A. But anybody else that comes in will have to remember to roll for him. All right. So to make everything fair for the Cubs, since I've been using Roger Mason's A, I will use Chuck as an A. So what do we roll? We rolled a 56. 56 is a strikeout. So swing and a miss. Lloyd McClendon. And the roll is 25. Against the lefty, he'll actually get a single. So Lloyd is on with the single. And that brings up the big hitter, Barry Bonds. Now, Barry Bonds, let's take a look at Bonds on the season so far. We're in the bottom of the 8th, 4-2 Cubs. Barry Bonds has had 23 at-bats. He's actually had 29 plate appearances, but 6 walks. So 23 at-bats. He's got 9 hits. He scored 9 runs. He has 6 walks. 3 stolen bases, 2 home runs, and 2 strikeouts. Now, Barry Bonds, again, I'm going to click on the roll a couple times just to make sure. All right, here we go. Barry Bonds is 46. That's a ballpark. So look at the 11 on the ballpark and compare it to wherever we're playing. We're in Three River Stadium, and 11 is going to be a pop-out. 8 to 16 is a pop-out. So he is a bat from the left, so he's going to pop out to first. Pop out to first. And you're going to be held up, buddy. You should know that. All right, so they got through the 2 big boppers. Chuck McElroy did. Now it brings up Steve Bichelle, and we should have, 4 righties coming up. So that's going to be it for Chuck. Chuck coming in, he did okay. But now it's time for Chuck to hit the hay. And coming out to pitch is going to be, let's see here, Bob Scanlon. There we go. Bob Scanlon is going to come in. I need to change the roster. Bob Scanlon. He is 9 and the pitcher. There we go. All right. So Bob Scanlon now, as I said, we will roll for him. So we're going to look at the yellow dice here. I'm going to roll a couple times to make sure we're on it. Okay, ready? Go. 5. So, yep, he's going to have an A day. Good day for Bob Scanlon. And now I need to change it inside of ball score here. Bob, where are you, Bob? Oh, Bob. Where's Bob? Bob? Are you there, Bob? There you are. Yes. So Bob Scanlon is coming in here now to face off against Steve Bichelle. And, all right, so now we got to roll a couple times over here. All right, ready? Go. 6-1 blank. 6-1 over here is a strikeout. 1 to 6. It's a 1, so that will be a strikeout. So go to the top of the 9th, still 4-2 Cubs. Roger Mason, and due up is Hector Villanueva. He's a righty. And the lefty Smith, then the righty Gary Scott. All right. So Villanueva, 1 for 3 with that big home run. 61 blanks, and 61 is a strikeout. 108, Dwight Smith. 52, and no strikeouts. So 52 is going to be second baseman. Second baseman is Jose Lind. He's an error of 2. We rolled a 1. We looked at 1, so it's an error, and it's going to be, it would have been a 2. Looks like it's going to be a 2-base error. I think that's what the little stars mean. It's a 2-base error. So an error on Jose Lind allows Dwight Smith go all the way to second. So in play, error, second base, and he's going to second. Same error. So Dwight Smith goes to second on the error. Not a good play there by Jose Lind. And that brings up Gary Scott, the 8th man. He's pretty good at sacrificing. He's a 4. So He's going to try and lay down the bunt here with nobody. I'm sorry, there is one out. That's right. No, he'll swing away. That's fine. Let him swing. Go. 16 out. Ground out to second. Well, at least it'll advance the runner, I believe. Let's see. We have a runner. Yep, at second he'll advance. So ground out, second to first. Done. And you're going to be advanced. Okay. Dwight Smith goes to third, 2 away now for Bob Scanlon. Do they let the pitcher bat knowing he will end the inning and hope he gets 3 outs to save the win is the question. Let's see. It's going to be Tom Prince. Right, they got 3 righties coming up. Of course, they can pull somebody off the bench. They'll probably pull somebody in for the pitcher, obviously. But, yeah, they're going to let Bob Scanlon bat, actually. Roll. It's an 11. It will be an out. Fly ball to center. Fly out. Center field. All right, Cubs are trying to go for the win here and give the Pirates their first loss of the season. So far, they are 6-0. And it comes down to the bottom of the ninth. They're down 4-2. 2 up is Tom Prince. Let's see if Pittsburgh wants to make any crazy. Tom Prince. Let's look at Tom Prince's stats on the season so far. He's the catcher. He's only batting 154. 2 walks, 2 hits, no runs, 1 RBI. We need men on base, so I think we are going to make a call to the pen, or not the call pen. We're going to call in. We are going to make a call, and Kirk Gibson, we're going to leave him in case. We could find a lefty. That would be helpful. So Alex Cole is going to come in the 7th spot. If we tie this up, we're going to have a problem because we're going to have to find a catcher to bring in, but we'll worry about that if we need to. So Alex Cole is coming in for Tom Prince. Alex Cole. No, I don't want to bring him in as a catcher. Thanks. All right, so Alex Cole is going to pinch hit lefty. So 26 and sometimes 25s are lefty-righty splits. So you can see here, if we have a right-handed pitcher, we get singles. Right-handers, see, they would get outs. So, Alex Cole, and let's roll a couple times just to make sure we're on the thing. Okay, here we go. Alex Cole. Nobody on, nobody out. 2-5. And look at that. He comes in, lefty-righty splits. So a single. And that, my friends, is base on balls. That's how that works. So go back to the next batter. Jose Lind, he's a right-hander. We have the tying run coming to the plate. And we're going to save Gibson for the pitcher spot. Okay, here we go. 4-1 is a blank. 41 over here is a wild pitch or a walk. So the wild pitch, I think you look at the 10 rating. Look at the 10. And Bob Scanlon, wild pitch is 1-18. So he will throw a wild pitch Otherwise, I think it would have been a walk anyways. I believe that's how that works. But that is going to be a wild pitch, and Alex Cole will move to second. Safe at second on the wild pitch. Oh, crap. Let's go back. So, Jose Lind here. We're going to go through our lineup again. All right, so he gets another roll. 4-4. That is a single. Runner on second to home. Infield holds at third. If there's 2 outs, he can score if he's an F runner. And Alex Cole is an F runner, but there is only no outs. So he will hold at third on the infield hit. So runners at the corners, and the Pirates are not done yet. Nobody out. And that brings up the next batter. And obviously it won't be the pitcher. We know that. I think it's going to be Kirk Gibson's coming in. I think it's going to be Kurt Gibson. So Roger Mason's out. Kurt Gibson will come in. Save. So Gibson in. He only played in 16 games in 1992. He only played in 16 games. Hit 2 home runs, 196 average. We're going to give Gibson his shot in the sun, so a couple practice rolls. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. 6-2, blank. 6-2 is an out. It's ground out to first. We have runners at first and third. If the defense was in, it would actually be a single, but they weren't playing in. They're going to get the runner out at second. Third base is coming home. No double play. So they get the runner at second on the fielder's choice. And play. Fielder's choice. So what happened to the runner that was on third? He is coming home. And what happened to the runner that was on first? He is out on the force outs. So Gibson's at first. Gibson is probably not the best runner either. Kurt Gibson. Oh, he's average, actually. Average runner. That's not bad. So it's now 4-3 ball game. Go back to the top of the lineup. And that brings up Jeff King. There is 1 out. Runner at first. And a couple practice rolls to make sure we're on it. All right, here we go. 6-3 blank. 6-3 is an out. It's ground out to third. We have a runner on first. Third baseman has a strong arm. It's a double play. Gary Scott, average arm. Get the runner out at second, though. Again, fielder's choice. And it's going to be a 5-4. And you're out at second. Forced out. All right, so Jeff King makes it to first. And that's 2 away now. For Jay Bell. Jay Bell is 1 for 4 with a double. He's a righty, which means he doesn't get the advantage with the right-handed Bob Scanlon out. 1 out away from the save for Bob Scanlon. And here we go. Jay Bell. Let's look at Jay Bell. What has he got for us? What's his claim to fame? I wish iScore would pop that information up. You didn't need to click on it all the time. Jay Bell is batting .379. He's 1 for 4 today. .379. He's got 11 hits, 7 runs, 5 RBIs, 2 walks. He's got 1 home run and 4 strikeouts. So Jay Bell, he's got the potential The only way he can get a home run, though, is you notice there's no home run on his actual card up at the top. But he can get a home run here, assuming that the numbers work out. So, like if Bob Scanlon was having a C day, he could have a home run in a 1 to 8 -3, which would be like a 1 to 5. If we rolled a 1 to 5 up there, then he would get a home run. That's how he got his home run. But let's see what he does. Couple practice rolls. Make sure we're ready to go. Here we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, roll. 6-4. That's a blank. 6-4 is an out. He popped him up to second base, and that is your ball game. Popped him up to second. And the Pirates taste defeat here in 1992 for the first time at home against the Chicago Cubs, who come into town and take this one 4-3. 4-3 is the game. And we will exit and confirm. Yes, so confirming. We will score this. The win is going to go to Danny Jackson. Come on. The loss, come on, is going to go to Bob Walk. Didn't pitch too bad. Come on. The save is actually going to go to Bob Scanlon. The Cubs come in and ruin the Pirates' perfect record. 6-1 now. And we're going to upload this to iScore so you guys can check this all out. And we're going to export this. Okay. Export done. So if we go into our iScore menu here, I'll pop it back over there in just a second. I need to log in first. Alright, there we go. So in iScore, here's our games. So you can see the game we just played. The Cubs beat the Pirates 4-3. We got the whatever this thing is. What's this thing called? Not the box score, but the other thing. So you can see, let's see, the Cubs, 1 run in the first. Ryan Sandberg. Hector Villanueva with the home run in the second. And then the big blow, 2-run home run by Sammy Sosa in the 5th inning. That was their 4 runs. The Pirates got the runner to third, couldn't put him in. A walk and then a flyout and a strikeout. Jeff King came in again in the 5th inning. Then they scored 1 in the top of the 9th, but that wasn't enough. All right, and we can exit out of that. There we go. And then we can always go to this is what I like. So here is your final information on the game. Dunston 1 for 3. Sosa 1 for 3. I'm sorry. Dunston was, oh, that's the runs. 1 run, a walk. Sosa, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Sandberg. Let's see what else. Pitching, Jackson gave 5 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Walk, 7 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs. All of them are earned. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 2 home runs. Let's go back to games here. And we got the play-by-play. So here is you got the play-by-play as well. And the positioning. Yeah, cool. I like all that stuff. That's fun. Fun stuff. But there you go. So Ignore the fact that we have a couple Atlanta Brave games. I can't figure out how to get rid of those, even though there's an edit, but it just takes you to no errors detected. So there's got to be a way, and I haven't been able to figure it out. So if you know the way, let me know so I can get rid of those Braves games. And so there they are. Pirates 3-0 versus Montreal, and then 3-0 against the Phillies on the road, and then lose against the Cubs. I think it's a 2-game series, so one more game against the Cubs. Thanks everyone for showing up. D. Scott Howard, everyone else that came on tonight. Some midnight baseball for y'all. And we'll see everyone very, very soon. Thanks for checking out the video. I do appreciate it. This has been Fall Classic Baseball. We'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.